Well, Paul, I think it's time for some more Tournament Champions qualifying results. That's right, it's time to represent the 4 nations that will represent as November qualifying nations for the Tournament Champions. Elizabeth Monroe will get to represent last year's third place finalist Belize. Hutan Wu of Germany. Ben Slay will get another chance to shine for Denmark, while Don Wu makes his way to the Tournament Champions for Thailand. So congratulations to the 4 nations and the representatives, and we'll see them in 1 month for the annual Tournament Champions. That makes 44 of them, only 1 more month to go. I'm sure excited for December's qualifying, and then we'll be all set for the tournament. Right now, let's head back to today as we present the women's division races. That's right, and to start things off, we have Jody Silvers, Alex Felixson, and last year's runner-up, Cindy Newton. Everyone is on the clock, and good luck to the first 3 Divas this week on the quest to become women's division champion. So here we go. Please start the race. Alright, there goes Jody, Alex, and Cindy to start off the women's division for week 19. The men superstars make use of their stay here in Niagara Falls, and so will the Divas shortly. Right now, the 3 Divas are making their way towards the palm trees. They're going to eat the fruit now, and there goes Alex Felixson. She is going to lead with the 3 Divas for the current moment. The 3 Divas are making their way towards the bridges, and it looks like Alex Felixson is heading for the water, and Jody Silvers is heading for the water. As the first superstar against Divas for the women's division portion of week 19 is number 8, and a couple of signature organizers, including number 2, who is way behind on the competition as we've seen on this camera view. And who got Divas number 2? It's number 6 who got Divas number 2. Now catching up to Cindy Newton, and right now Alex Felixson has got rest. That means Jody Silvers will have come in on the lead up in the front. She should have the lead. Yep, number 2 just fell in the water. So Jody Silvers is going to have come in on the lead as she makes its way to the sapphire portion of the course. As Cindy Newton will get the next command because he coexist in 3rd place. She coexists in 3rd place. Right now, a couple of search are getting left behind, including number 1 as the past the 1 minute mark, and number 7 toss for 1, and so is number 8. As we head back into last year's runner-up, Cindy Newton, now catching up to Alex Felixson for 2nd place. Our current leader is Jody Silvers, who is leading over the other 2 Divas who are battling for 2nd place in the current moment. And who got the next one? It's number 7 who gets it, who is trying to lead number 1 in the dust. Cindy Newton and Alex Felixson better hurry. They're trying desperately to rapidly catching up to our leader Jody Silvers and hurry. Who is going to come around top when they get to the home stretch? We'll find out soon enough. Next BS belongs to number 1, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. And Jody Silvers back in front is good rest. That means Alex Felixson will now have control of the lead as they head for the home stretch. But here comes Jody with the next command spears, trying to get back the lead from Alex Felixson after taking a nap. And it looks like Jody Silvers is going to win the battle over Alex Felixson. Jody Silvers is going to get another easy victory this week. As number 8 takes the next speeders, leaving a couple super behind us. Jody Silvers is going to put up a number 5 victory over Alex Felixson today. Jody Silvers is our first winner of week 19's women's division play. That's going to be followed by Alex Felixson in 2nd place. And number 2 will get the next command speeders, passing number 8 for 5th place. And I think that is what it is. Yep, number 7 has no hope for surviving whatsoever. Alright, so Jody Silvers now has 4 wins. That's right, she reaches above 500, and we'll have another time race after this. The fun is just getting started. And now, Paul, time for race number 2. Race number 2 will feature on defending women's division champion Olivia Fortin, taking on Fanny Hooper and Leah Lapozzi. The player girls are lined up and ready to go. Good luck to the next 3 Divas on a quest for victory. Everyone is on the clock, and let's rock this place. Okay, so Olivia Fortin has finished her practice for the week, and now she is facing Fanny and Rita in hopes of adding another win towards one step closer of repeating as Women's Division Champion for 2019. Right now the 3 Divas are going to shake the palm trees, and now they're going to eat the fruit, and Rita Posey is going to have come in on the lead, followed by Olivia Fortin in second place. And right now Rita and Olivia are making their way towards the benches, and it looks like Rita Posey is going to be heading for the water. And so is Olivia Fortin, as the first superstar to get speed plus is number 8, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. And look at that, he passes a couple of sleeping Chao, including number 1, which will be way behind the competition for sure. And number 6 is going to rest, by the way, looks at it. So he will join number 1 for delight, and number 6 passes for 1. So he'll drop down to last place. As number 2, who catches up to number 8 for the lead on 5 Super Chao, takes Divas number 2 in this race. Up in the front, Olivia Fortin has got the lead from Rita Posey. I do believe Rita Posey went to rest. So now Olivia Fortin will have control of the lead as we approach the 1 minute mark in this race. And who got the next Divas? It's number 6. Now he really needs help. Now he'll have to push about with number 1 for survival all the way in the back and back. Fanny Hooper better hurry up. He does want himself for another tough loss. I highly doubt he'll get any wins for the entire season. Well, she's going to get the next command PS, but it will be a miracle to catch up to Olivia Fortin in a hurry. Olivia Fortin has a commanding lead. Meanwhile, Rita Posey is safely in second place ahead of number 2, but I do believe Olivia Fortin is going to get another easy victory. There's no doubt that Olivia Fortin is going to do well in her road to repeat campaign. No doubt about it. She's going to win this one for sure. Next PS belongs to number 8. That makes his second speed of the race. Core number 1, 6, and 7, meanwhile, are battling for dear life in a three-way battle for survival. I think at least one of these Silver Chao needs some help, and it's going to be number 6 who will get that chance. That will be Core number 1 and 7 in the dust. And that makes his second speed of the race. At back in front, Olivia Fortin is safely at a home stretch ahead of Rita Posey. I do believe he is going to win by several yards. Yep. She's going to have plenty of room ahead of Rita Posey, so she's going to get another easy victory this week. As Fanny Hooper takes the next Divas, you can tell what up for our defending Women's Division Champion, Olivia Fortin. So now she's at 5-2 after 7 races she has so far. Good season by the defending champion so far. Let's hope she keeps it up next week. And who got the next Divas? It's number 7, who is way behind in the competition. And Rita Posey will come in second place. And it looks like Fanny Hooper will fall in 4th behind number 6. And that's the end of this race. So Olivia Fortin is now 1 week closer towards her shot at a repeat title this year. That's right, a couple more wins and he should be able to make the cut. And we'll have another exciting race after we present a word from this. Alright, it's time to rock and roll, fans! That's right, Brandon, because next up, Pauline Carter and Allison Swan take on your very famous Kelsey Jensen. Let's see what happens this game. Everyone is on the clock, so without further ado, let's rock and roll! Let's have a Chao race. There they go, buzzing down the line. Kelsey Jensen trying to chew on for the fans. The fans are cheering on for Kelsey Jensen. Come on, fans, we really need to see Kelsey Jensen win. And right now, number 7, they are both going to rest. So these two Chao are going to be left behind in the competition. Right now, Kelsey and Allison are going to eat the fruit. And it looks like they're both dancing to the beat. And there goes Pauline Carter. She's going to have the upper hand because the other two Chao are dancing to the beat. Oh, Pauline Carter has the lead of the come one. And where will she be heading? Looks like she's going to be heading for the water as number 6 is going to rest. And who will get any wing toss for this race? Why, it's Kelsey Jensen! That's who. Yeah, they really like that Spears. She got over on that one. Trying her best to stay alive in the game. And right now, number 1 is getting left behind in the competition. As Pauline Carter, who was our first women's division champion back in 2017, takes Spears number 2 in this race. But someone is spoiling the party. It's Allison Stewart. She took a shortcut. Allison Stewart has come in on the way thanks to that shortcut. She optimized Pauline Carter by a lot of distance so far. Let's see how long her lead will last as the next BS point made by number 8, with battling with number 7 and Kelsey Jensen. Oh, Kelsey Jensen really need help from the fans. Come on now. Well, there's always the rest of the season, no matter if she wins or not. Right now, we passed the 1 minute mark, and number 1 pauses from 1. So she'll be left behind in the competition. We'll get the next command Divas. We're about to find out right now. It's number 2 who will have the next command Divas, trying to battle with number 6 for 6th place, and one is still Chao or Divas. And Allison Stewart back up in the front is going to rest as well. Meanwhile, Pauline Carter is trying her best to catch up to Allison Stewart in a hurry. Will Pauline Carter may have enough distance to catch up to Allison Stewart in time? We'll find out soon enough. Next BS belongs to Kelsey Jensen. That makes her the second speed boost of the race, but it will be a miracle to catch up to Kelsey Jensen. Well, we will still love you no matter what. And Pauline Carter will get her second speed boost of the race, but I think she is going to wind up in second place. Yep, Allison Stewart is going to celebrate an easy victory. She will have 3 wins by what it looks at. Yep, Pauline Carter will have enough distance to catch up to her in time. As number 7 fights for delight with the next command Spears, Allison Stewart is our winner. Allison Stewart is the winner, folks. That's going to be followed by Pauline Carter in second place. Well, thank you for the party. I know you have to lose, but we still love you, Kelsey Jensen. She will wind up in 3rd place. Yeah. As number 7, who now dominates over 5-0 Chao in the very end, is expected to close this one out with Battle Max BS. Good strategy by number 7 there, and congratulations Allison Stewart on number job well done. That's why Allison Stewart won the party this week. Let's see what happens next week. Back in a bit, do not go away. Alright, Paul, tell us who we have for this next race. Race number 4 will feature Tony Griffin, Carly Hoffman, and Lisa Marigold. Tony Griffin trying her best to rebound from her tough losses she has suffered recently. Let's see what happens here. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race. So, let's see if Tony Griffin can get back on track towards a playoff hope for 2019. She suffered losses last week, but I think she made a wide choice this week. I'm not for sure. She decided to pick 2 winless superstars at 0-6, Carly and Lisa. Will Tony Griffin get another easy victory? We'll find out soon enough. She's currently at 4-2. Right now she is dancing to the beat, and so is Carly Hoffman. And there goes Lisa Marigold. She is going to have the upper hand of the 3 Divas for the moment. She is trying to hold off number 2 for the lead up in the front. And who got the opening toss? It's number 6, who quickly wakes up from his nap. He keeps on going, and he is going to leave 1 and 3 Chao sleeping in the dust. And right now, number 2 is going to rest, trying to get some attention here, and so is number 1. As Divas number 2 in this race will be made by none other than Lisa Marigold, bowing with Tony Griffin up in the front. Now Lisa Marigold will come in on the lead. By now, Carly Hoffman better hurry up if he wants to catch up to both Lisa and Tony in a hurry. And a couple of Sarah Chao are going to rest over at the bridges as Carly Hoffman will get the next command because we're approaching the 1 minute mark, and so far it is Lisa Marigold who's leading over Tony Griffin, the hot chick of Chao 2018. She's leading by a short distance. Right now, she and Tony are making their way towards the Sapphire portion area of the other course as number 1, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then, takes the next command BS. Carly Hoffman is still trying her best to stay alive in the game. She's trying to catch up bit by bit at the current moment as number 1, who continues the battle for D-Life, takes back the Max BS. Meanwhile, Lisa Marigold seems like she has a little bit more room with Tony Griffin. Yeah, Tony went to rest, so now Lisa Marigold is going to have full control of this match for the second time in this phase. We'll soon know she'll hold on for leading in the very end. Next PS belongs to number 6, who dominates over the 5 through Chao in third place. Poor number 7, meanwhile, is getting left behind in the competition. I think he needs some speed bumps, and I mean right now. But the next beat is going to be made by Tony Griffin. The chick made a comeback. He made the pass from Lisa Marigold. Now Tony Griffin is showing putting a smile on his fans, trying to never give up on their dreams. Tony is heading for the home stretch, and let's see what happens here. As number 8 takes the next FPS, leaving number 6 in the dust, Tony Griffin is going to have a little bit of room ahead of Lisa Marigold. Yep, Tony Griffin's going to get a win this week. Out of some of the previous losses, she is going to do it this time. As number 8 dominates over the 5 through Chao with back-to-back speed runs, you can tell me what up for the chick Tony Griffin. That wonderful chick does it again. She now at 5 and 2, and she means it to her fans. Numbers 1 to 7 can just forget about it as the race comes to a close. That's right, Paul. Tony proves that anything can happen for her trustworthy fans. And now she gets another fine win, and we'll have another sign winners after this, so stay tuned. Alright, time for race number 5. Next up, we have Christina Bennett, who is the wife of the next generation star Antonio Bennett. She'll be taking on Diane Chimacha and Cynthia Jones. Let's see what happens in this next race as we continue our coverage here in Niagara Falls this week. Let's have a Chao race. And it looks like Cynthia Jones is good. That means Christina Bennett only has to worry about Diane Chimacha, as these two superstars will have the opening edge. We'll soon find out which one will pay off and not in the only one. Christina and Diane are chicken apologies to bring down that coconut-shaped fruit. And now they're going to eat the fruit. And it looks like both of them are dancing to the beat. And a couple still on the rest. That means numbers 1 and 8 will have to push the battle for the lead up in the front. And right now, Christina Bennett tries to make a comeback here. As number 7, Wincy Wintoss, he can say farewell to Cynthia Jones all the way in the back. Now Cynthia Jones is getting left behind in the competition all the way in the back. She is better to take the water, as she will have Speedless number 2 in this race, trying desperately to stay alive in the game. Right now it is Diane Chimacha who is leading over Christina Bennett, heading into the top of the hill. And who got the next one? It's back to number 7. That makes his second speed buzz of the race. Poor numbers 1 and 8 are both getting left behind on the competition. Numbers 1 and 8 are battling for 2 life all the way in the back. As we pass the 1 minute mark in this race, which one man will get some help? It's going to be number 8 who gets it. Meanwhile, Christina Bennett is starting to make a comeback. Diane Chimacha had a little bit of room, but now Christina Bennett is trying her best to stay alive. Oh, Antonio's cheering for you, alright, Christina. Don't give up. And right now, let's find out who will get the next command speeders. And that next speeders will be made by number 1, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. Looks like Cynthia Jones also really needs some help every now and then. She doesn't want to get left behind from Christina Bennett and Diane Chimacha. We'll soon know what happens in the only one. And down goes number 2 for the cap. Next PS belongs to number 6, who is the other two join us in 5th place. Poor number 7's getting left behind in the competition. And number 1 pauses from 1. I think these two are going to hit the wall first. Yep. So the next PS is going to be made by Diane Chimacha. She wakes up immediately, and now she's trying to take the lead back from Christina Bennett. Christina and Diane Chimacha are battling neck to neck heading into the home stretch. And it looks like Cynthia Jones will get her second speed buzz of the race. but I think she's going to win in third place. It looks like Diana Chamacha has made the pass from Christina Bennett. Oh, Christina Bennett really needed the magic touch from Antonio. Will she get a chance? I don't know. She's trying her best. Here she comes, Miss Divas. And she beats out Diana Chamacha with those Divas. The magic touch worked from her husband Antonio. Christina Bennett wins this one with authority. That's why Antonio did it. She helped make the magic touch. That means Christina Bennett is now at 6-1. A true anything can happen moment here on Chao saying, back in the bed, do not go away. Alrighty then, now it's time for race number 6. Race number 6 will feature the defending third place finalist Helen Benjamin taking on two of the most popular divas, Erica Fellows and Rihanna Simon. Let's see what happens this time around. Everyone is on the clock, and good luck to Helen, Erica, and Rihanna on the quest for victory. Please start the race. So who's going to come on top in this one? We'll find out soon enough, as our stay here in Niagara Falls continues to electrify the fans in both USA and Canada. The fans are cheering on all the divas with all their spirit and soaring with all their might. Right now, the three divas are going to shake the palm trees to bring down that coconut shaped fruit, and now they're going to eat the fruit. And there goes Rihanna Simon. She is going to have Kamei Amelie up in the front. Let's see how long her lead will last in the early run. And it looks like she is going to be heading for the water. And so is Erica Fellows, as the first superstar to get his beepers is number 8, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. Right now, Helen Benjamin is trying to survive over at the bridges, all with one of these with Chao in the back. And who got speeders number 2? It's number 2, not 2. And he scored the rest. Just as I expected. Number 8 also trying his best to stay alive in the game. Number 8 is going to move up a couple places by the way looks at. If he moves quick enough, yep. And who got the next one? It's number 6 who pauses for one. Now he'll be able to catch up to number 2 again. And right now number 1 is getting left behind as we pass the 1 minute mark. Number 7 seems like he's also getting left behind of the competition. Which one will get the next command speeders? It's going to be number 1 who gets it. Now he'll bow with number 7, 8 for 2 life all the way back. Meanwhile, Rihanna Simon has a commanding lead over her opponents in a hurry. Right now it is Erica Fellows who is catching up to her in second place. As the next speeders, as we head back into number 1. Who's trying to catch up in a hurry. Poor number 8, meanwhile, is still way behind on the competition. He's getting all alone in last place behind the pack. I think he really needs some help. But it's Helen Benjamin who have the next command speeders. Right now, Erica Fellows has got the lead from Rihanna Simon. Now she will be the first to approach the home stretch with a little bit of room ahead of Rihanna Simon. As Helen Benjamin gets back-to-back speeders, that makes 2 in a row by 2 in a row for number 1 and Helen Benjamin respectively. And right now it looks like Erica Fellows is safely at the home stretch with no opponents to worry about by the way it looks at it. Erica Fellows is going to win this one. And Helen Benjamin for a third consecutive speeders, but she's going to wind up in second place. Erica Fellows has it's all about that, ladies and gentlemen. Erica Fellows is our winner. That means she now has 2 wins up on her sleeve. Helen Benjamin will have to settle for second place. And the last P-Buzz on this race will be my number 1. That makes her first P-Buzz in the race. Number 8 and 7 have no hope for surviving whatsoever. So Erica Fellows is back on track. That's right, a couple more wins and her show will be back for sure. Coming up, we got more song action for you. But first, have a look at this. Alright, Paul, there's just 2 races left here in Niagara Falls. That's right, first, for race number 7, we have Wendy Harris, Sasha Gispero, and Zoe Baylor. We take a look in the lineup and we send out to the field once again for another exciting race here in Niagara Falls. Everyone is on the clock, and best of luck to the next 3 Divas. Please start the race. Alright, so as we near the end of our stay here in Niagara Falls for another year, Wendy, Sasha, and Zoe are trying desperately to stay alive in the rankings to at least come back for next season, but hopefully for a spot in the playoffs at the end of the year. We'll find out who will get that chance in the early line. By now, these 3 Divas are going to shake the palm trees, but now they're going to change fruit, and now they're going to eat the fruit, and there they go, busting down the line, with Sasha Gizmo currently leading over the 3 Divas right now. And who is going to get the opening toss for this race? It's going to be number 1 who gets it, as all 3 Divas make their way towards the bridges, and right now number 2 is going to rest, and so is number 7. Number 7 is going to be left behind in the competition for a while since he's going to rest. Now he's awake, and now he has a lot of catching up to do in a hurry. He's trying his best to stay alive all alone in last place over at the bridges. And who got Divas number 2? It's Wendy Harris, who is currently winless at 0-6 heading into this race. Trying desperately to catch up. Oh, and down she goes for the count. That's going to cost the same stage. Zoe Bayward currently has come in on the lead. Wendy Harris, after that fall, has to battle with Sasha Gizmo for 2nd place. And that's followed by number 1 in 4th place. And who got the next command Divas? It's number 8 who gets it, who desperately needs to catch up Mary now and then. He's getting left behind the competition. Right now, though, as we pass the 1 minute mark, guess who is really way behind in the competition? It's number 7, that's who. But as of right now, let's head back to number 8. And now he's starting to catch up a little bit more ahead of the Silver Chao. Meanwhile, Sasha Gizmo seems like he got back the lead from Zoe Bayward, and down she goes, almost running off course. Sasha Gizmo will have to push the battle with Zoe Bayward for the lead up in the front. Who is going to prevail? We'll find out soon enough. Back to number 8. And now he's starting to feel the groove over the 5 Silver Chao. He now has the lead over 5 Silver Chao. Poor number 7, meanwhile, is still way behind in the competition. He needs a couple of speed runs, and I mean now. But it's number 1 who will get to the next command spears. And right now, Sasha Gizmo is making his way towards the top of the wall. Now she's going to make his way past the waterfall, or her way past the waterfall. And let's see who will get the next command speed bus. And that next speed bus was made by Zoe Bayward, who wakes up from a nap, now battling with number 8 for 2nd place. Sasha Gizmo is at the home stretch with no pros to worry about so far. I think Sasha Gizmo is going to get the job done this week. No doubt about it. And Wendy Harris will get a speed bus, but I think that's always next time. I highly doubt she'll get any wins for the entire season. But she'll be a winner all right, no matter what happens. And Sasha Gizmo has his face all wrapped up. Sasha Gizmo wins this one over Zoe Bayward, who will come in 2nd place. And number 7 finally gets the speed bus, but that's all he's going to get for this race. This race is over. So with that win, Sasha Gizmo jumps above 500 again. That's right, 4-3 is Sasha Gizmo's record now. And we'll have the final race in just a little bit. But first, let's hear one from this. Alright then, final race in Niagara Falls for 2018. That's right, all we have left for week 19's action is Molly Brown, that is, Rona Hoffman, and Kelly Larson. Rona Hoffman is 5-1 hanging into this week's race. I think she is going to win another bar butter this week. We will find out soon enough if that will make it happen. Let's rock this place! Alright, so Rona Hoffman looks to improve to 6-1, while the other 2 superstars look to get back on track towards coming back next season. We will find out which one of them will pay off the strategy in the only one in this race. It's been a blast having our audience here in Niagara Falls for our annual visit, and we hope to see you again next year. Right now, Rona Hoffman is going to have come in on the lead, with Kelly Dawson sitting in an easy 2nd place. And it looks like Rona Hoffman is going to be flying as the first superstar to get speed bus is number 1, who wakes up for a nap and desperately needs to catch up every now and then. And Rona Harmon has paid off her gamble. She flew over the hill and now she took a shortcut. So now she's going to have a commandingly up in the front. I do believe she's going to put a 6-1 this week. Yep. As number 6 takes Divas number 2 in this race. She's also heading for the water. Right now, Molly Brown is getting left behind in the competition. She is battling with number 1 for dear life, all the way in the back over at the bridges. Let's see what happens here. As she will have the next command, Divas, trying desperately to get back in this one. Right now, Rona Harmon has a commanding lead heading into the wall. I think she is going to prove the 6-1 this week, no doubt about it. Who got the next speed bus? It's number 1. That makes his second speed bus in the race, as Molly Brown is for us. So she'll be left behind in the competition for the second time in this race. And right now, wanting to do a job pauses for one, so he'll join Molly Brown, as Molly Brown will get a turn. That makes her the second speed bus of the race, but I highly doubt she'll get any wins for the entire season. Rona Harmon is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, Kelly Donaldson dominates over second place in the front, but I think Rona Harmon is going to win this one easily. Next PS belongs to number 7, and right now, poor number 6 is getting left behind in the competition. And number 1 passes for 1. Both number 1 and number 6 really need some help to get back in this one, and I mean now. But let's head back to number 7. He leads numbers 1, 6, and 8, and Molly Brown in the nuts. And Rona Harmon is going to celebrate another easy victory back at the home stretch. There you have it. Rona Harmon is our winner, as Molly Brown will get another turn. That makes her first speed bus of the race. But there's always next time for Molly Brown. Well, Kelly Donaldson is going to wind up second place, but that was a good domination nevertheless. And this time Molly Brown goes for consecutive. That makes 2 in a row by 2 in a row for number 1 and Molly Brown. Number 6 can just forget about this race. He's going home empty-handed. And who got the next one? It's number 1. That makes his first speed bus of the race. And that is going to do it. I don't think we'll have time for another speed bus. Our annual visit to Niagara Falls is complete. So, Rona Harmon now improves to 6-1. That's right, she's done a pretty good job. Let's hope for the very best to make her run for the playoffs. Back to close on our show after these messages. Do not go away. And so, we have come to the end of our visit here in beautiful Niagara Falls in Canada. We greatly acknowledge thanks to the staff of Charities in Canada for all their support in decorating the track for this week's races. We are deeply grateful. So until next year, thanks for attending the attendance here in Niagara Falls, and we hope to see you again real soon. I'm Brad Chang signing off. Keep on smiling, and so long, everybody! This week's edition of Chao Racing 2018 is dedicated to all our fans over at Chao Racing Canada. We are deeply grateful for all your support. This is Paul Sycamore signing off. Join us again for more exciting action here on Chao Racing 2018 in the beautiful USA. See you next week.